Stacy, for my sake, please quit cutting through the alleys in Lowtown alone at night.
Nothing ever happens. I'm perfectly safe, Varric.
Yes, I know. And that nothing is costing me a fortune.
Aww, Barry's actually pretty nice for a very shrewd businessman. He talks about money, but he's actually willing to spend whatever money it takes to keep his friends safe. So yeah, hey guys, this is KitKat Paddywhack, and we are back for another episode of Dragon Age 2 Let's Play. So in the previous episode, what happened was that I go get the ironwood bark for the herbalist task, and I went to do the black powder promise for Javaris, where I ended up killing some Talbashoth in the background.
You should have killed us in those caverns.
Yes, Grace, I should have killed you, but the story won't let me kill you.
Don't wait around. I mean, thank you. I'll get to work in this perfectly normal item.
I feel like Sylvitas doesn't really do anything though, just because I gave him those ingredients. It's not like in Dragon Age Origins where I had that one blacksmith who was all artsy-fartsy with his blacksmithing, and he actually gave me dragon armor when I actually gave him the dragon scales. Not just like, oh here's a dragon gland, and he's like, oh thank you, and he doesn't really... Okay, in this game he does give you something for that, but other than that, it's not like he gives me any kind of exclusive item
What an awful
for doing so.
I think you let this get away from you.
These dogs are run tighter than the ships we load.
On your guard!
Right, we're gonna have to deal with Harriman. So you guys gotta deal with Harriman's goons and then see what happens. I think I'm doing pretty good with having Meryl as the offensive mage. I could use Bethany, but I don't know. Bethany's not exactly that exciting to have around. Yeah, she's not annoying, but she's not that exciting to have around. Someone's still fighting? Oh, I have to get back upstairs. Varric, why are you goofing off for, man? God, he's just standing there. I wonder if I'm gonna have to redo his tactics a bit, so then he actually goes after these guys.
Hawke, I've seen you with Meeran before. Did he send you to get me? Harriman's guards killed all my men. I thought I gave them the slip, but they found me. You tell Meeran I never turned on him.
You were very dedicated.
We did it just like we trained. Followed it at a distance, waited for nightfall. His rear guards saw us coming. They fell on us from all sides.
Which any professional would have expected.
That's him. That's Lord Harriman.
Most of my enemies would not stoop this low. Are you working for Conrad Thule? Perhaps Lady Reinhardt?
What have you done that so many people want you dead?
You sound Ferelden. So you should know I'm the one who convinced the Viscount to send aid to Denerim. Many of my fellow noblemen resent that. They want me dead before he sends the money, so they can reclaim it for Kirkwall. Will you kill me for this?
No.
This is not a job I can complete.
Thank you, Ferelden. When I learn who sent you, I will be sure to leave you out of any retribution.
I don't want to be the one to tell Meeran you did that.
Coward! I just saved your ass!
Repent, and the Maker will forgive.
So now we're gonna go visit the Arishok.
We should move on.
Look at the ships. I wonder where they're headed.
I think you've got enough coin together to get in on the expedition. We ought to go. I kind of like the Qunari.
Let me pass. I have business with the dwarf Javaris and your Arishok.
The short mouth, yes. Enter if you must, Basra.
Ah, my right hand arrives. Summon your Arishok. The bargain is done. About time you showed. I've been here for hours.
Arishokost, Maras Shokra, Anan Isamkun.
The hewn from an elf? The madness of this place.
Friend of yours?
Friend of no one.
Yes, well, that said, I'm here to report that your hated Talvishoth were felled, one and all, right? Yes, they were. So, I'm ready to open negotiations for the explosive powder, as we agreed.
No.
He's not getting it. Make your chatty elf say something.
Any insight that would help?
Qunari do not abandon a debt. I humbly request clarification from the Arishok.
I have a growing lack of disgust for you. The dwarf imagined the deal for the Gatlock. He invented a task to prove his worth when he has none.
Then we have wrongly inserted ourselves in your affairs. Would you have us kill this dwarf?
Wait, what now?
If you face Talvishoth, he is not worthy of dying to you, as he was not worthy of dying to them. But you keep good company. Let him live, and leave.
He had big plans for your recipe. I was supposed to get a piece of that.
Dwarf, did your imaginary bargain make promises on my behalf?
I expected your wisdom to be more profitable.
Then you will pay on my behalf.
It's not at all. Take your coin, take whatever. Hornhead oxmen and mongrel donglords suck your own powder and blow your head off. Sod it.
You will leave as well, human. There's no more coin for you here.
So out of curiosity, I looked up on the guide for this achievement called Worthy Rival. And in order to get it, if you looked at the achievement design, you notice that it shows a Qunari. And as you can probably guess, it's the Arishok. So for those who don't use a guide, it might be somewhat confusing because you have to pretty much appeal to the Arishok and make him like you because he believes that you are part of the Qun or you respect the Qun. So in Act 1, there's like imaginary points you have to accumulate in order to unlock the achievement. So to get 2 of those points, the first one is you bring Fenris with you because, shockingly, he actually knows the Qun and he actually knows how to speak it. I mean, like, he knows how to speak how the Qunari talk to each other. And then the second one is you have to pick the selection of you were promised profits by Javaris. I don't know why. Maybe it has something to do with depths and stuff, but That's pretty much how it's gonna go for the first act.
Did you see a couple of children causing a rumpus? They'll let anyone into Hightown these days.
Good day to you. You dare show your face to me again. Taffy? Taffy, here, girl. You won't find better prices.
I solved your problem.
So, what happened? One of the miners told me you rescued him from dragons. I cuffed him for lying.
Well, he wasn't. Go there and see the corpses for yourself.
But I thought they're extinct. I believe you. You made them extinct again? If it is safe, the miners can return to work.
I got all the dragons. Should be safe enough for now.
Let us discuss your payment. You have been a great help. Since you did so much more than I was expecting, how about we work together? I am offering a 50-50 share in the mine. You will make us both rich if you can keep your countrymen safe.
Why would you share half your business with me?
I spent a decade honing my business instincts in Val Royeaux. I once sold a seat cushion to Empress Selene. Simply put, I have a good feeling about you. So, what do you say?
If you want my help, you'll pay for my services in advance.
You're both tough and shrewd. Very well. I had some money set aside for safety equipment, but it is yours instead.
No.
So, to our first order of business. We'll replace the lost workers. I will hire new hands. Plenty of desperate Ferelden's out there, but it will take some time. I need you to convince the surviving miners to return. They are holed up in Lowtown. Tell them the Bone Pit is safe again.
I'll see what I can do. Karatam.
Talvashoth killed them. That battle was expected. The survival of Sarebaas without his Aberrad was not. I do not know how you come to hold his leash, but you have no claim in the Qun. He will be returned and this crime cleansed.
And if he doesn't want to go back?
Sarebaas, show that your will remains bound to the Qun. He has only followed you because he wants to be led. He is allowed no other purpose.
I've met with your leader. The Arishok would not want a potential ally challenged in this way.
Claiming to know the will of the Arishok with Sarebaas in your care is Marasi Mikari, a child bleating without meaning. The Arishok knows what is to be done with Sarebaas who lose their Aberrad. There is no greater threat to their control.
You don't care that someone abused your dead to get you here?
No doubt they were cast from your shoulders as you or your partner thieves grew weak. It is a crime whose victims are beyond caring. It will be dealt with, but the greater threat is clear. It is my role to secure Sarebaas. It is the role of another to purge the perversions of your kind.
My job was to get him out of the city. If he wants to go back to you, that's his business.
You show an unusual ability to reason, Basra. Sarebaas, Nera Qun Ebrakata Avarad. You are certain? Then we will do it here.
Basvarad, you led well. I thank your intent. Panahedan, as you find the Qun.
You should be honored by this action, Basra. It is his last.
Do it! Can't trust the zealot.
He lost his lead. The risk of corruption was certain. But he has earned his death by honoring you.
No, I don't feel honored.
He knows the Qun once more. As will you.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
You got what you wanted. Why try to fight me now?
An uncollared Sarebaas spoke to you. You are already exposed, but there's no way to know what demon may have written his words. Killing you is demanded, but the respect of Sarebaas has granted honor. Be grateful. Not every neck earns the ceremonial cut.
Let's make this
I was hoping I could get away with it, but I can't. I have to wipe these guys out. Well, this turned out a lot different than what I had played last time. Oh, great. Qunari showed up out of thin air. What the heck? What happened was in the first playthrough, I killed all these guys first, and then even afterwards when he was released, quite violently I would say, he tells me that he'd rather fulfill the Qun, and as a result what he did was he pretty much committed suicide. So he was gonna die either way.
Throwing their lives away for nonsense.
But yeah, one thing I should probably mention is for some unexplainable reason, I forgot to turn the recording back on because when I started up the game again, I forgot to turn on recording. So you miss quite a huge chunk. The huge chunk being that I met some woman named Sister Petrice.
If she sent them on us, I would know why.
There's a woman named Sister Petrice who was about to get mugged at night. I saved her, and then she tells me that there's Qunari mage, a Sarebaas, who goes by the name of Ketojan, as she temporarily gave him that name. And I was supposed to escort him out of the caves. I encountered some racist Kirkwall guys, and I killed them, and then I came out the caves, and then that's when you saw the whole bloodshed, where it ended very violently. He wanted to kill himself, so he set himself on fire, and then I'm left with knowing that that's friggin' woman tricked me and basically framed me. So now, but this is another episode. She basically tricked me, and now I have to go back to her hideout and confront her.
Leave nothing. It must be clean, with no ties. Well, my helpful associate from the streets. You took the Qunari from the city? Without incident?
I think the incident was rather your idea.
Mind your tongue, dwarf.
Please, do speak your mind.
The bodies of the mages Karatam led right to us. Why?
You come back speaking their language and think to lecture me? If such a plot existed, if the Qunari had murdered you for trying to help their slave mage, then yes, someone might have found that useful. It would have cast doubt on appeasement. Perhaps your death would have been a tragic necessity. Perhaps finding the mage was a rushed opportunity. But all we have now are dead Qunari and the word of a sympathizer.
Your Katojan chose to go back and be killed, rather than be free.
I assumed he wanted to escape, just as I would. My pity is genuine, but they are not like us.
If, perhaps, why dance around this lie? I'm standing right here.
If a member of the Chantry admitted instigation, I have no doubt it would result in more appeasement. But an accusation from a low-town thug, you are hardly that important. That's not an insult. It's why I chose you. Rest assured, excuses, real or imagined, are not for your benefit.
I won't forget this, sister.
Take your coin. Disappear back into Lowtown. Rest assured, I will not make the mistake of looking for help outside the Faithful again. The stakes, eternity, are just too high.
Ugh, I hate this lady. Why is she talking
trouble.
about eternity? Indeed. But anyways, this is the end of the episode, and I'll pick it up next time. So, see you guys later.